this is how, that's all right. I think it might not be plugged in. That's okay. Yeah, don't worry about it. I just had a good walk because I did something really good, so. So, that's all right. Let's just talk first now. Okay, so when you're going to start to teach somebody how to ambulate, they generally are very few, if any, people who are tetraplegic are going to be ambulatory at all. So we're talking about paraplegic at any level, okay? So at this point, they either have permanent long leg braces or temporary long leg braces. There are temporary ones which are probably much better to use initially because long leg braces cost a lot of money, and if the person's not going to use them, you may as well not order it for them. But now what you need to do is imagine that I am paraplegic and I am sitting in the parallel bars, because you always start in the parallel bars, and my long leg braces and pelvic band I'm wearing, okay? So I have long leg braces, pelvic band with a drop ring lock at the hips, the knees, and a plantar flexion stop, okay? So what I need to do now is, what you need to do is you need to teach me how to lock the braces. So the first thing you're going to ask me to do is come forward towards the middle of the chair. You take your feet off the foot pedals, and I don't have to hold on like this because I can hold on to the parallel bars. So I'm going to get that out of the way. I'm going to get this guy out of the way. Okay. Now, to lock the braces, what I need to do is come forward more to the edge of the chair, and then I need to use my hand. I'm going to lean towards my left side, bring my right foot forward, and my foot will stay in dorsiflexion because there's a plantar flexion stop there. And then I drop. Don't forget to lock the knees. So you lock the knees. Then we do the same thing on this side. Push down, lock the knees. Okay. So now what I need to do is I need to pull myself forward. I need to lean way forward, pull myself up, and use my head and my arms to push myself into a fully upright lordotic position. Okay, so it's going to go like this, come up, and I don't want to stop here. I want to be here, okay? Now, this lordotic position where your center of gravity is behind your hips, what that does is it locks your hips into extension. Okay? Remember, if my center of gravity is in front of my knees, it locks my knees. But my knees are locked mechanically. I'm going to turn it again. So my center of gravity, okay? So my center of gravity is behind my hips. If I maintain this lordotic position, then what happens is I'm hanging on the Y ligaments. Remember the ligaments of Bigelow comes out in the front over here, and that gives me stability. Once I'm in this position, I can shift my weight to one side, holding onto the bars, and lock the drop ring locks up the hip on one side, and then the other side. So now my hips are locked and my knees are locked. If I'm in this position, those uprights of the pelvic band and the hips won't line up, okay? And I have no stability in this position. In this position, the only thing that's holding me up are my arms, okay? Because if I let go, I'm going to fall down, okay? So it's always standing. This is your stable position. So once your hips are locked, then what you need to appreciate is that the person can't feel anything from here down. It's blank, okay? Which is very scary, okay? So they have to kind of get used to that. So there are some pre-gate activities in the parallel bars that you need to do first. One is to get the person, and I think these might be in your notes, but I'm not sure. They would be in the pre-gate activities in the parallel bar.